Cole is going to. Yeah, he's going to start just going towards the area that he thinks is the withering area,
Okay.
wherever that may be. West,
All
I
right.
suppose, where we are.
Okay. We still got a couple hours of light. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's nighttime.
It's nighttime.
What,
We
isn't it?
infiltrated
Yeah,
at
it's
night.
nighttime.
Oh, shit. Maybe we should...
Yeah.
if this is safe enough, maybe we should rest first, Cole.
Might be an idea.
Olivia looks hesitantly, and then she says, I don't mean to sound like I won't help after just offering it so much, but Kip can't travel right now, and I don't know what getting closer to such an artifact would do to us. It might be best if we waited here. If you're successful, I promise you we will help you assault the Citadel, but I need to look after my boy.
Okay.
I can definitely understand that, Olivia. Not a problem.
Let me know if you guys are in trouble. Okay.
Olivia nods and she says, if you succeed, come back before you attack. I want to be there.
Okay.
So we're not gonna rest? Where are we?
Yeah, I thought we were going to rest first, though.
just
Yeah,
made it sound like
Well,
we're
we
leaving
could
early.
also, you know what? We could also go on burglar's time, where we travel at night and rest during the day.
True.
I guess.
Up to you guys, really. I mean,
Cole.
you know, I have to say, is it cooler during the night?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, I
Okay.
might say I might want to go on burglar's time, guys.
That's
Cole,
fine.
Cole
I can
actually looks upset, and he reaches into his bag and hands each of you, except for Jarek, a potion. He says, if you ever get tired, hungry, or anything like that, you can't go on. Drink that. And he starts
All right.
walking again.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
big guy.
If Jarek stands up and begins putting his folding chair back. Looks like
Okay.
if I get hungry.
Yeah. I'll be the last to leave.
Before, when Cole starts walking off, Olivia says, wait, Cole, at least let me tell you how to get there.
Cole stops.
That might be helpful. Yeah.
Olivia starts drawing in the sand, and she says, from where we are, there's two options before you. You can travel south, cross the river to the south, and then head west. You'll have to go through the mountains to get there, but you'll only have to cross the river once. Or you can cross the river here, and again to the west, and approach from that direction. And I urge you to look to the map. Imagine you're about where it says dock, give or take.
Dog.
Yeah.
I gotta zoom in into
Right-
this
right here.
map.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You see it now? Yeah.
We
I was
are
just zooming
here.
super
What she was
out.
saying was you can do this and that, or you can cross this river and go that way.
It looks like approaching west than south would be
Yeah, well, you
shorter
cool.
the two distances.
Yeah. West and south.
What do you think it'd be Yeah, you think it'll be the fastest?
Yeah, because
Should
there's
be the
not that many
safest.
marshlands over here. We'd have to
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
this river first and then that one.
Olivia
It's
says,
a choice of one or two rivers.
Yeah, Olivia says this river could probably be forded. The other river is very fast moving. You'd have to find a way to cross it, a boat, a raft, something.
How wide is it? Do you know?
She says, about 1,000 paces.
Okay.
And then she pauses for a second. Human paces.
Well,
I can't. I've got 70 feet of rope. I can't. Okay.
hold up. I don't know much about these wild lands, but I do know a little bit something about water. Rivers tend to run quickly, but larger bodies of water tend to be a little bit more calm, correct? Cole, Keen?
Well,
Yeah, I think so.
I wouldn't really know.
Okay. Because I'm thinking if we skirt along the edge of the lake itself and cross by the mouth of the river where it might be calmer, wouldn't that make
Right over
more
here?
sense? Yeah,
If it's
even more so.
slower
Like,
moving, then yes.
yeah, slower moving. Yeah, like here-ish, right?
Yeah.
That might be an idea.
It'd be bigger, but it would be calmer, very likely.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's not a swamp.
If we took the way to the south, we'd have an equally sized river to have to cross.
Yeah, very likely. There's also the danger of being swept out to whatever the sea.
Yeah. But
I like taking our chances with the wider mouth.
I know. I will just put my trust in you. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that we'll be traveling at night, and it will be cold.
Yeah.
And the day, and maybe the night again. That's what the potions are for.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And I also have 4 more if we need. I got
Okay.
them just in case we needed to use the necklace a few times, but they could be used here as well.
2 nuts on that, because the Knolls only gave us a couple weeks before all of our supplies were heading away. So let's not go
Yeah.
2 nuts on this shit.
Yeah.
Besides, I had an old friend, Crazy Joe, 8 of diamonds. He went on for 7 days without sleep. It did not end well.
I see.
Yeah. Before he was just known as 8 of diamonds Joe. Then we did the crazy part.
God.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go then. We have an idea of where we have to go.
I will try to spot any foliage that we can use along the way.
I don't suppose any of you have a compass, do you? Or can read the... Like, Jarek, like, looks up and tries to see the stars. Stars from here.
This
As
land
long
is
as
foreign
they're
to me.
not. How do you guys live? That's
In big
west,
cities
that's
with a
east,
lot of women.
That's north. That's south.
Jarek goes, musty tombs don't really... Alright,
Yeah.
let's go then.
Anyways,
Backed up.
give me a second, and I'll go over to Olivia and dig around in my backpack and hand her a small little box with a bow.
There's a bow on the box? Or you're handing her a bow?
It's like a mini bow, like a babushka bow.
Okay, I'm handing her a little box with a ribbon in a bow.
Oh, okay. She looks at you curiously as she takes it.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to give that to you earlier. There's some candy in there. I found it when. Never mind. Stay safe.
She arches an eyebrow as you mutter, and then she just kisses you on the cheek and says, "Be safe."
Yeah. Then he'll join the rest of them and leave.
All right. And then when Kip moves, Jarek is actually going to pitch back with like ghost out and not even like make it like a whisper, but say like as we're walking away, make sure that we're like far in like the fucking tree line. Jarek will end up saying so that Olivia and Kip could hear, "You know, I did tell you I released you from your promise, so you can do that with your mother. Olivia, don't be too hard on him. I'm the one who insisted. Goodbye."
Okay.
Okay. So, we're walking.
Yes, you
As
are.
we're traveling, person is definitely going to bring this up. So you like being manipulated?
Shut up.
Keen.
Shut
No,
up.
that's not good. That's not healthy. That's not a
You-
foundation of a good relationship. I should
You
know.
know, you consider yourself being you enjoy being manipulated. Seems that you also like to manipulate others like Finian. struggled there to consider whether or not I needed to harm Finian based on you getting stabbed in the chest.
Whoa,
So
whoa,
that
whoa,
was very
whoa,
convincing.
Whoa.
Oh, what?
I only did that because I thought Kip was going to be in trouble. Okay?
Well,
And
you
he
know,
still got fucking worse than that.
you completely ruined the sacrifice and endangered your own life in the process, meaning that you were basically say we were forced into a fight. You were so heavily injured.
It's true. Besides, he's right. We had no power over him. There was nothing we could do to stop him from firing that cannon anyway.
I had to at
Nothing.
least give it a chance, okay?
Okay. So back to the manipulation thing. Like, is that just something that you both do to each other, or does she do it to you? Is it like some sort of weird mind game? Do you
In
get,
this
like,
entire
aroused
time,
by it?
until the end of the next battle, Pearson has zombie form on him. So
Oh,
this
sweet,
is the
that's
entire
even
time. So he has
hilarious.
this thick, callous, like skin coating.
Sweet. I can't wait. I just like so like, what do you get out of that? That's so weird.
Hey,
It's
Phineas,
not gonna fucking respond.
Okay.
try to teach your pet to follow you instead of rolling around in blood so that I don't have to go back and rescue it.
Aw, he just likes you, Jarek. That's how he shows people he like. No, I can't even. He doesn't normally do that, actually.
Maybe he's been hanging around me too much.
Maybe I should name him Baby Pearson.
You
Oh,
do have a
shouldn't
lot
it
of
be-
similarities.
Shouldn't you be the one who names your pet rather than anyone else?
True.
Do you also mark your territory? Is that what you're doing with the monk?
No.
That works.
Cole, no, Cole, that was an intimidation tactic.
Are you
What?
sure you weren't the spirit animal?
now.
I mean,
come on.
my spirit animal was a wolf, but are you sure you weren't? I mean,
No, mine was a honey badger.
right,
It's true.
right.
It says, mine was like some sort of aquatic thing. I don't even like the sea.
I don't know what that was. It looked
That was creepy.
scary though, so I think it was
Yeah.
pretty appropriate.
It sounded. It looked like something that some really stupid people would like worship as a god. I don't.
Anyway.
Jerk says, well, maybe that's destiny for me. Let me find some... He, like, turns and really gives a good look at Finian. Like, his lips, like, slowly curl upward again and offers a genuine smile. Hey,
Finn
Finian.
stares. What?
Nah, it's nothing. We'll talk later.
There's only one rule with this cult: kneel.
Oh God.
Jerk says, yeah, you remember all the way back when we were in Whitebridge and you were in that little get-up that Lady Celine put on you and you took down that one enemy and you said kneel? Wasn't that cute?
Oh God, Jarek, you need to learn how to let go. Come on, it was funny. You might have considered laughing, maybe.
Yeah. Jarek still has that smile on his face. He's walking forward. I'm so amused right now.
Good Lord. I deserve it. I'll admit, I deserve it.
Oh,
I gave you a lot of
actually
crap.
thought it was good. Maybe you should. And, like, Jarek, like, whips his head around again, and he winks. Maybe you should do that more often.
What?
I think he's trying to ask you out on a date.
Oh. What?
Jarek
Is that
rotates
illegal
its
for
head
dead people?
and, like, looks forward again and says, you know I'm not dead. My heart still beats, too. If you would but put your hand to my lonely chest, you would feel it.
Okay, I'm just gonna tune you guys out for the rest of the trip.
Cole reaches for your chest, Jerry.
Jarek allows Cole to touch his chest. There's a beating heart there.
It's true.
Jarek nods and fishes out another piece of candy and says, you did absolutely amazing with that work, with the cavern there, Cole. You should have another. I want to see what you do next with it.
He pops it in his mouth.
Jarek nods.
Your knowledge of tactics continues to inspire me ever forward.
I was going to ask if you wanted to use a terrain stun for that, but
Like ricochet off a few trees.
yeah.
No.
Fascinating.
So Finian, see? Like Jarek will like look back.
I didn't bite coal.
Oh, good lord. I do not want to put my hand on your chest, Jarek. Thank you.
You know, it's great. You remember my hand as it softly caressed your skin as I rubbed mud all over it? That was
Oh,
good time. Those.
God, Jarek, where is this coming from?
My mouth.
Remember when we were arguing over who was creepy? Yeah, you're winning.
Wait, what argument are you talking about?
Oh, Jarek was saying that you're a creepy motherfucker and creepier than him.
Good. I like that. That's good.
Jarek
Keep
says,
going with
yeah.
that.
I mean, I don't walk around splitting every single bone in a person's body, ripping off their heads, wearing them as a hat, and running around a city, and then urinating on a monk in front of a beholder. That is far beyond my skill.
Right, so you just stay quiet and pass out during battles.
Pass out during battles.
Well, were you just taking a nap, or what happened? We never really talked about it.
He actually like, stops walking, like turns around.
Did we need to talk about it?
I think so. We're a team, aren't we?
Very good.
All right. Well, sure, since we're airing out everything. I almost died.
Well, I don't like that. Next time, let us know if you need help.
Jarek says,
We were a bit occupied at the time, and I needed to watch Pearson's back. He was having enough trouble with the individual who turned invisible in front of his eyes. So I figured, watch his back so that nothing lances it.
he starts
I'm
walking.
confused. When did he sleep?
The
It
boat.
was on the ship.
Oh. I thought you were
Ironically,
talking
I
about-
was the one who had to go back in a few times and fish him out. But
Yeah.
that's fine. It's the
Not
thought that
that
counts.
I asked for it. Even if I sunk to the bottom of the river, I still would have survived.
Yeah, but
See, creepy motherfucker right there.
It's not creepy, it's skill. You just
What?
wish you didn't have to breathe as sleeper so you could spend all your time fawning over your dragon.
you guys realize I do what I do
Oh.
not because I like it, right?
You do what? Because what?
Well, sorry, we went back to the creepy thing, right? And I understand that's good that you guys find it creepy. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be disturbing, but I don't like it. You do know that, right?
Yeah, I figured.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're a
that's
family man.
pretty
You have
Hence,
obvious.
honor.
hence why I was calling Jarek the creepy one, because he likes it.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Yeah, because I just don't want you guys to think I was a monster. I'm just
You're
sending
just-
a message, right?
Derek says, wait a second. I don't like being like this.
Jarek like actually like unwraps his arm and like holds it out.
I didn't ask for this harm.
Well, I guess I never really. Is it a touchy subject? If it's a touchy subject, then maybe we should.
Touch it.
It is.
No, not that kind of touch. I don't want to touch Jarek. Stop pressuring me.
Well, you already did back when we were trapped in the prison, and I acquiesced to allowing you to do so. But yes, I keep it wrapped
That's
up
right.
in my hand in a glove for a reason. As it turns out, people are frightened by it. And for good reason, for I am beyond mortal.
Oh.
We need a soundtrack. Dun dun dun.
Wait, you're beyond mortal?
Absolutely.
And now
Can you-
Jarek's like his actual like physical like meme, like his facial features sort of like contort themselves a bit so that he's always looking down the bridge of his nose.
I see. So can you die?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
Okay.
I could have found out for myself on that vessel, but
It's not worth taking the risk, I suppose. I just thought that if you couldn't actually die, then there's no way Azael could ever be victorious, because you're a gem bearer and you can't die.
Well, I suppose I could probably still be diced up into pieces, or buried alive, or rendered insane, trapped in a tower with the wish stone permanently out of my reach, perhaps even cast into another plane. So, just because I might not be able to die doesn't mean that I couldn't be stopped.
That's true. Good
Could
point.
be cast to the bottom of an ocean.
That's right.
Yeah. You know, he's still there right now.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
as we're
Great
talking,
feeling,
he is
isn't it?
still there. It is a
I'm,
great
I'm
feeling.
glad we risked the entire world, including your family, just to imprison that one gentleman at the bottom of the ocean.
Hey, to be fair, we did save an alternate plane from him. Just,
And then created the elves. Haha. Maybe.
Not only that, but I mean, we can't change the past, and it wasn't that one action that caused where we were. It was a culmination of things.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like a good shitty stew.
Yes, I remember you and your daughter.
Don't blame her. She was.
You know,
she-
I wonder if her wish actually came true. Are you all right, Daddy?
I'm just perfectly fine, Jarek. I'm just perfectly fine. I'm trudging through in the night through a swamp, surrounded by insane demons and gnolls that worked for a Lich King, with my family far, far away. Yeah, I'm doing great, Jarek. How are you?
You know, it's amusing. You never even bothered to ask once how that lich in question knew my name whenever you told it to him. It was a reason for I was on a roof.
He shrugs.
Are you
Alright.
sure we shouldn't stop for the night and like make sure Jarek goes to sleep or something? Because he seems rather irritable.
That would be
He's
a
out.
complete waste of the magical devices that were purchased from the bazaar.
Yeah, let's just keep going. This air and conversation is doing us real good.
hang on. Hold on. Finn actually runs up to Jarek and puts her hand on his chest. Does she feel a heartbeat?
Yeah, through the robe, there is a heartbeat. Jarek's like facial feature then, like he had like this haughty, like staring at the bridge of his nose, he like shakes his head and like squints his eyes and smiles again. See, I knew you'd come.
God.
Oh, Jarek. Finn looks at him like deadpanned. After all this time, I feel nothing. She
Jarek
turns
just,
around.
That's me, every day.
Well, that's depressing.
That's reality.
Yep.
Well, I hope the next batch of trolls doesn't hear our wonderful conversation and decide to investigate. You think we can outrun them?
No, but we
I
did.
can.
There's no need to outrun a couple of trolls.
By the way, Squee, my character's going to be looking around through the trees for any sort of jungle vines that look sturdy.
Okay. A lot of them look sturdy. It's a swamp.
All right. He's going to be periodically taking a few.
Okay.
Oh, you'd outrun us, huh, Keen? Maybe run back to your dragon, tell her that we couldn't save the island. You know, I do like my idea. There's definitely far more cities and towns than there are dragons down there.
Don't even joke about that.
You must have misheard me. I said I probably couldn't with this fucking knife wound, Jarek.
Oh, no, whose fault was that?
It's myself. I know.
Remember that time you tripped and triggered all those tigers in that alternate reality plane? Those were good times.
Yep. That was an accident.
Oh, and we've already seen what happens when you do something on purpose.
You remind me of someone, Jarek.
That's
remind me
nice.
of-
The old man.
No, he reminds me of Neelix. He was always a shit disturber. That's why I never really liked him. He was supposed to
Yeah.
be one of the gang, but he always liked to stir problems up because he thought it'd make him feel better. And now he's dead.
To be fair, I don't want to be one of the gang, as it were, so perhaps I'm a little different from him.
Wow.
Out of curiosity, since you're charmed by your dragon companion, is there any explanation for how she was waiting outside of a cavern entrance immediately to encounter us the moment we stepped onto this island?
Yeah, I think. I mean, as far as I know, yeah.
All right.
Really?
I was just wondering why there was an expression of serious surprise when she went keen on account of the fact that, well, she's a terrible liar.
Yeah. You remember that ring?
Jarek nods,
The
yeah.
engagement ring? Yes.
Yeah. He said, oh.
Remember how I said last time if they are in trouble, they should tell me? She can communicate through the ring to me.
So you've been
That's
talking to
what
her for how long?
I can't communicate. She can talk to me. That's how I got the visions. And I'm purely guessing, but I think she can track me through the ring.
Like, oh, well, all right. Say, you know, Pearson did you a good favor there. He got Olivia to admit all of her feelings about you still. Might have helped your chances.
Yep.
Yay. Pearson says.
Pearson matchmaker Cullimore.
Oh, God. No, I prefer the bone splitter. Well, this has been very productive.
This has been. How long
I don't
have
know
we
if
been
we like
walking?
each other more or hate each other more. I'm not sure.
I'm like this. Out of character, I'm a step away from punching Pearson in the face. Or not Pearson, but Jared.
Poor
Pearson, Jared.
That's great. You know, I'll even build that further.
You know, Keen.
Oh, no.
Still walking forward.
You know, I had the opportunity and privilege to talk quite a bit with Kip, and I caught him at a vulnerable moment, it seemed, on account of the fact that he didn't know that Olivia was actually his mother. That was,
Keen's going to stop.
You know, and
Jarek's like still walking.
Pearson's going to get in front of Keen and be like, you know what we did with Neelix? We just ignored him. It drove him crazy. Do the same thing.
Want to shoot him.
Don't.
Jarek says.
No,
Jarek says.
You're just giving him exactly what he wants. Just forget about
Jarek
it.
says.
it's pretty unfortunate that his mother didn't care enough about her own son to explain the situation and carried on the lie, but she cared more about you. No, I was the one in his confusion who had to explain to him the situation. Imagine his surprise whenever he learned for the first time that Olivia was actually his mother, she could turn into a human, and that you and her had a past relationship. He actually thought that you were his father. That was really, really disconcerting, but then again, he thought we were all elven women, right?
I want to fucking shoot him. I want to fucking shoot
No. You know what? Every time he opens up his mouth, think of a dog barking and howling and whining. It's just woof, 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 woof. Just think that every time he speaks. And then you'll forget about it. And then you'll actually laugh and smile at it. That's what we did with Neelix. He hated it. He fucking hated it.
Well, now it makes more sense as to why Kip was so angry with me out of the fucking blue.
There you go.
I don't understand why, but I suppose it did confuse him when I had to give him the explanation of how interracial actions and
Jarek will actually stop, turn around, and like do enough slow motion of like clasping his hands together.
Vince
Okay.
just got her hand like on her temples.
Can I punch him, please? Just one punch.
No. It'll solve nothing.
Jarek turns back around and begins walking.
Listen. It sounds kind of crazy for me, a guy who rips off people's heads and pees on bodies. But one thing the Stonebridge Kings never did was fight amongst themselves. We saved our energy for the other gangs. Let's do the same thing, okay? Just
Fine.
take that. Use that against whatever the fuck we're going to. All right? Or if any fucking swamp trolls kick around here again.
I am just, by the way, going to sit back until you guys tell me you want to move on. I'm
Well,
not
I want to move on.
Yeah, we're good to move on. I'm
I
good.
think we're
Yeah.
pretty good.
All right.
I'm good
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, good in character moments. But
Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes about a day. I would assume. Well, we'll say this because it's decent travel time. The rest of that night, the day that you rest, and most of the night after to get to the mouth of the river and the lake. You find that it is slower moving. However, it is much wider. And I don't know how many of you know how to swim, but with the exception of maybe Cole, you're pretty sure you're not going to swim that. It is very
No.
wide.
There's no way in hell we'll swim
Well,
that.
we weren't going to be able to swim the river either, right? We would have to
Right.
make our own crossing. At least this way, our raft will be a hell of a lot more stable, right?
Yeah,
Calmer water. That was the idea.
we can. I don't think I can chop down a tree in my state. Pearson, would you like my axe or axes?
I can
Sure,
help.
sure. Yeah.
I'll give one to each.
I'll help.
Okay. As we go over to the tree, Pearson will be like, "This might not surprise you, but I've never chopped down a tree before. Do I just
Yeah.
keep hitting it until it falls down?"
I
You want to
think
make
so.
a V. Make a V with your cuts, and
Okay.
just
Okay.
fucking
Okay,
here.
make a V with
here,
my
just
cup.
give
No,
me
no,
the
no, no,
axe.
no, no. I
I'll
can do it.
No,
No, he
I'll-
takes your axe and be like, "No, you're wounded. I can do it.
Okay,
It's fine. I make
Okay.
a V with my axe."
hold on. Hold
Mhm.
on. You're going to want, and he's going to, you do it in midair. You're going to want to chop this way, then this way, and then this way.
Okay.
Then, as soon as you get to the midway point, you're going to want to do on the other side for a little bit. Okay? Make a small V on that side. Then you want to go back to the other side so that it falls in that direction. Okay?
Okay. All right. Okay, I think. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
It's easy.
Do it.
Jarek
Okay.
shoots a skeptical look at Cole.
So Pearson will start, and he'll be like, then he'll follow the instructions as best he can. I'm assuming. Actually, why don't like him and Finn, like he takes one side, Finn takes the other, and we can make like a V together. Would that make
Okay.
sense? Yeah. Okay. That's what
Uh,
have to work, right?
Jarek's
Yeah,
like
this
so
will totally
far
work.
away. He's like at the edge of like the riverbank, like like back so
No.
far up.
Well,
you
why
want
won't
to
work?
get, you want to make the V horizontally against the tree trunk so that it falls that direction. Okay?
Oh, so I'll get the top part of the V. You get
No,
the
the
bottom
part of the V. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
God
do it.
damn it. Okay, fine.
right.
You guys are gonna fuck up, but okay.
What?
No,
Oh, come on.
we're doing
Finn
what
kind
you
of grins at Pearson. We'll be fine.
told. Fine. Next scene, tree falls on Pearson, breaking his leg. With
Yeah.
Actually, I am going to
Instant
say
death.
because this is something that is somewhat dangerous. I want you guys to give me a skill check.
Yes!
And I told
you.
Oh,
I'm
man.
standing way the fuck back.
I-
I'll roll 120 plus
Plus
my
strength,
my
plus
strength.
level, and no backgrounds.
No
right.
background.
Bam. Take that, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm awesome at
Yay!
cutting the tree.
Okay. While Finn keeps getting the axe stuck in the tree,
Ugh.
Pearson seems to be able to fairly well follow Keen's instructions.
In fact, I'm taking mental notes on how I can do this to an enemy's leg, like a big ass
Yeah.
wall. Maybe the
And
V
also-
technique to take it down.
Yeah, you will also
V
probably be able to figure this out if you had. This is a hand axe, not a real two-handed axe. If you had bigger thing to
Yeah.
hold on to, it would be a lot easier.
Gotcha. So you're saying I should get an axe?
Yeah, might be an idea.
Might be. Cool. Wait, I don't say cool. That's anachronistic.
Cool.
But I can't drop C bombs though. That's not anachronistic. All right. So yay, tree comes down. Right now we just have to do that. What, like 4 or 5 more times there, Finn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
All right.
problem.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Oh, are you
let's do
okay?
it. Yeah, no.
All right.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm awesome at
Okay.
cutting trees.
Here we go. Bam.
Well, no, I'm not gonna make you guys roll for every single tree.
Yeah, in that case, that's a great time for Jarek to look at Cole and say, "Aren't you stronger than Finian? Wouldn't this be, I don't know, like, easier?" And Jarek, like, offers a shrug question at the end.
Oh, I know why Cole wouldn't do it.
It's a good learning lesson for both of them.
There we go. I knew it.
Yup.
I knew he was going to say that. I fucking knew it.
Jarek,
That's my
Jarek
Cole.
actually, like, takes that in stride, and he nods and smiles and says, "That is absolutely brilliant. I love it."
God fucking damn
Learning
it.
so much.
I love Cole.
Hey, Keen, do you think if I did this to a guy's neck, it would fall off in whatever direction I would want?
That's a great
Uh,
idea.
Yeah? Why do you think
I'm-
I keep those around?
I'm gonna have to try that out theory out then.
Yeah. You can borrow them for now if you want.
Thank you. I just need to borrow one.
Sure. Just make sure that you sharpen it because after this they're gonna be dull as hell.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
you
won't
sharpen
hurt
it?
more?
Is it different
if
than
it's-
blades?
If you want to cut somebody's head off, they're gonna have to be sharp.
Right.
Right, but
That's not entirely true.
oh, and then Pearson looks on with interest. Do go on.
The bluntest object can still sever heads.
True, but it's not going to sever it in 1 or 2 blows.
You want to
Jake,
bet?
Hurt more?
I don't want to wave contest. Come on. Just sharpen my goddamn axe after you're done. I have a
Okay,
wet
fine. Since it's your property, I will sharpen your axe.
Keen is
Thank-
so pushy. Must be all the time he spent with Livia.
Shut up!
Remember, barking sounds. Barking sounds. How do we
Yeah.
sharpen this thing? He looks over the Finn.
I guess it's kind of like
Give me-
sharpening daggers or something.
Okay, so like a
Same
stone.
concept.
Gotcha. All right.
Yes, I have to. Here, take this, and he's going to hold out the
You
wet
seem on edge. Are you on edge? Is it because
Maybe.
I stabbed you?
I don't think Jarek can resist. He actually, like, falls over, like, bends over and starts laughing.
I need a T-shirt that just says, "You seem on edge. Is it because I stabbed you?" Oh my god! All right, so you guys get the trees cut down. I'm gonna have to. Who's going to make the raft? Or who's everyone who's
Kirsten and I.
involved?
No, I'm going to definitely be involved. As much as I think it would be learning experience to cut down trees, having a stable raft, flooring would be a top priority.
Learning experience isn't as important as not having a drowning experience.
Yeah,
I guess so.
and
something like that, yeah.
I'm gonna keep out of this. I have 70 feet of rope.
Jarek has no idea how to, like, help the situations. He does have 53 of rope. He's instead going to look for an Indian and trade 3 sets of clothing in exchange for safe passage.
I don't think they exist.
Gee,
Don't
I'm
do
fresh
that.
out of Indians here.
Oh, that's racist.
First of all, we're not even in India.
I love how finding them and trading clothing is not racist at all, but it's just not having them—that's the racist part.
Jesus.
All right. So okay, who? Okay. So Cole, you're gonna help build the raft. Who else is?
I can like move stuff around for him, but I
Okay.
can't do any of the designing.
I just want to know who's involved at all.
I'm not going to actually put my hands on it, but I can help
Okay.
like teach them how to tie certain knots and stuff.
All right. Finn, are you gonna help?
Yes.
All right, Jarek. I assume that you are
All
looking.
I'm giving them is rope, and I'm just gonna, like, look across the river and just, like, start contemplating, like...
All right. I need the 4 of
His
you.
arm might fall off if he helps. Finn whispers
teaching
to Pearson.
I need the 4 of you to roll your a d20 plus your level, your
Dexter?
intelligence or wisdom.
Okay.
I think building a raft might be more of a physical thing.
Yeah,
well,
I was
okay.
thinking-
Well, here's the deal. For those of you, like for example, Keen, yours should be intelligence or wisdom.
Okay.
Pearson,
I should be
Cole,
strength,
yours
'cause
should
I'm
be
helping
strength. And Finn, you could even use dexterity because maybe you're helping slide things into position or whatnot.
Rope tying.
Yeah, rope
I'll
tying.
accept that answer.
All right. So you use the whatever modifiers apply, and I really don't think your backgrounds would help you very
Nope.
much, but you can make a case if you want.
Oh wow,
I
you are a
need
lot
to
better
make-
at raft
Oh.
building than you are at lumberjacking.
I'm
Finn.
Like
so
I
good
said
at
before,
disguise.
I do need to make a lot of traps. I actually did mention
Then-
that the last time we.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then Cole, you can add your background.
All right, cool. I'm really good at building jungle things.
One.
Jungle raft specialty character right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here you go.
That's
All
very
right.
good.
Hang on a second. I'm adding basically all this up to see how well you all do.
The answer is very. Go away, Olivia.
I just
Get
ran
out of this
ahead.
map.
I banish you.
All right. Okay. You guys actually do, as far as you can tell, a pretty good job. Not that any of you have spent your life building rafts, but it looks sturdy.
Pearson will gesture to the raft. This raft? This is a good fucking raft.
This is a good
You built it
fucking
with your own
raft.
2 hands?
Well, more Cole's hands, but I chopped down the trees with Finn.
Don't sell yourself short.
Okay. We built this good fucking raft.
Yeah.
Except for Jarek. He's just staring across the river.
Yeah, he is.
That's pretty good.
This will hold all of us just fine, right?
Yes, it's
Cole?
plenty big for all of you.
Are you Cole?
I'm sorry. I thought you were just asking. Like, I'm
Cole,
sorry.
God?
I
No.
thought I thought you were asking what you saw. My bad.
I had something
last
in my
thing we
throat.
need-
Excuse me.
Last thing we need is a pole or something.
I'm fucking kidding you. All right.
So you-
All right. Let's
Pearson.
do it. Yeah. what's
Pearson,
up?
last
What?
thing we need is a pole or
Jarek
something.
has his staff.
I'm not asking Jarek to dip his staff into the water.
Jared, can you dip your staff into the water?
Why does
Probably
that
won't
sound
reach
bad?
the end of the. Probably won't reach the riverbank. Better to have
So
a
is it-
large branch.
Is that no?
Yeah.
That's a no. Okay.
That's
sure.
a no. So Pearson, do your thing.
Uh,
or Finn.
Oh.
We just need a large branch.
You mean bee chopping?
Yes.
Oh, I can climb a tree and jump on a branch, like a really big one.
Sweet. I'd like to see that.
Okay, I can do that.
That's not safe.
I'll be fine.
No,
Okay,
no.
you know what? Pierce is going to gesture around everywhere. He's like, we're never going to be safe.
Then climbs a tree.
No,
All right,
no,
Finn,
no.
give me a balance check as you hop up and down on the branch. So everything you would normally do for if Cole throws you. Just
Alright.
make sure not to add the 2 for Taz because Taz don't give you advantage anymore.
Right. Okay. So my dexterity, my level, and my parkour. So that is critical fail. Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Excellent.
You dance upon the branch and snap it off and tumble to the ground, all safe and sound.
Woohoo!
I want to
Did
see
it.
Finn's branch dance.
Dance for us, Kriana. Dance.
Very
It's
likely
just
going
like-
to have to.
Looks like I have a seizure or stroke or something.
Oh,
Well,
God.
we're
Not
basically going to use that branch to push ourselves forward. Cole, since you're the strongest, I'm pretty sure you're the strongest goddamn person here. I would think
Break
that you would be
bones. That
best.
is fairly strong as well.
We're both strong, but go ahead. You're big. You have a longer reach, Cole.
Yes,
All right.
there you go. There you go. Being all smart and stuff. Yeah, you are going to be in charge of pushing us along using the branch, and let's get this thing in the water.
Okay.
Okay. So we push the thing into the water.
Okay. We do it. Hello, Lucy. I got a lovely rap for you. All
right, I'm not going to make a roll for something so mundane or whatnot. So you guys get it in the water, and it's ready for people to board and start crossing. I assume that's what you guys intend to do.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Swim? Who can swim? They should be on the raft first, just in case our good fucking raft is horrible.
I don't know if Keen can swim.
Jarek says, "Well, I can't swim, but I am very much a lightweight here, and I won't die if I fall in the river unless there's actually something there to eat me." So Jarek will actually hop up onto the raft.
Okay.
And it explodes.
And he and the raft slowly sink into the water.
Jarek like taps the raft with his staff and says,
Looks like I'm still here.
You actually,
That's my better judgment.
the raft holds up surprisingly well.
Okay, sweet.
There.
Hey, it has a mimosa maker on it.
Finn,
What?
what's a mimosa?
I'm kidding.
Finn, you're
I'm
next.
fucking tired, you guys. All right, yes. Hello. My turn. Okay.
Yes, you're the smallest. Go.
Then we'll.
I'll save you guys time. You can all get on the
Relatively
raft
deep.
without
Okay,
it
let's all
sinking.
just get on the fucking raft.
Okay, good. We'll
All right.
all be on the raft.
Okay. Who is pushing it, Cole?
Cole,
Yes, Cole is.
going to be doing it since he was designated to do so.
Awesome.
The longest reach. What?
Oh,
You
shit.
made a raft while we were
no.
fucking around?
I had nothing else to do.
There's gonna be lizards. Lizards
Great.
are going to attack us, lizardmen.
Lizardman.
That's
So,
a rule. Every time you're on a raft, lizardmen will attack you.
hey, at least you're not on a boat, right?
No.
We're
You know what happened the last time we got on a boat? We almost died, okay?
It's true.
Oh God,
So
this is bad.
you guys are
Why did
pushing
we
your way
agree to
across the
this?
lake,
Uh-huh.
and about halfway across, you see the water ripple around the raft, and it rocks the raft.
Shit.
And after a few seconds of silence, right in front of you, towering above your raft,
Oh my god.
is a giant sea dragony thing.
What?
Its head rises above the water, and it looks at you all with a mouth full of teeth. And roll for initiative.
Oh, come on!
Oh, you
No!
son of a bitch.
Fuck! I thought this was a joke.
Damn it.
I was. Oh crap! Sorry, I'm sorry. I removed you accidentally. I was
I had
so
a 13.
amazed.
I
You got
have
20?
the same exact one.
Okay. I was like so. Cole, if you could.
Just roll again?
Roll again, yeah. I'm so amazed that after all the effort you guys went through not to get on a boat, you just like straight up.
"This isn't a boat. This is
It's
a
true.
raft.
It's
It's
true.
It's different.
This is mechanically
Like,
different."
We had to come up with a way to cross the river. We came up with a way to cross the river.
Look, I'm not saying you did a bad thing. I thought it was ingenious. All right.
But that you're doing. I
Being
understand.
punished,
I taught
that's
people
all.
how to chop down trees. God damn it.
You know
hang on a
what?
second.
I know exactly what I'm fucking doing to this thing. Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing.
You're gonna jump on it and try and chop its head off.
I'm gonna use the V technique. I'm gonna do what you taught me.
Fuck.
Keep in mind that your dexterous things will suffer
Squeak.
-5, as does your initiative.
I would like you to re-roll that because you're rolling a D100.
Oh. Okay then.
Yeah, that would be
What,
nice.
what a great example of rolling a D100 and still getting so low. This seems familiar, like someone did this last session.
There we
I feel
go.
like we've been here
There
before.
we go.
There we go.
There it is.
You don't like that? Re-roll that one too. You rolled a 1d20.
totally.
You're supposed to roll a 1d4.
All right.
No?
No.
Try.
No.
Just no. All right. You guys are facing a water snake. Just a water snake.
That's not a water snake.
It's a big
That's not
water
It's a
snake.
fucking Loch Ness monster if I've ever seen one. Jesus,
Holy shit.
Look, I've seen
Also
snakes.
Pogo.
That's not a snake.
that's not a snake.
Okay, Jarek, you are first, sir. I would say that. Hang on, let me actually do this. It is close enough that if you're at the front of the raft, you could actually melee hit it, its face.
I
Cool.
probably should point out that my initiative is a 13, not a 20.
Well done, being honest and stuff. There you go.
It's cool. Standard action, 18 versus physical defense.
That is. Hang on. 18 versus physical defense is not a hit.
Okay, 4 damage.
All right.
Move action, Jarek jumps in the river. In turn.
Fuck.
God damn it, Jarek.
He likes to swim.
He doesn't swim.
How are we gonna get him? How
Oh
are we gonna
shit!
get this motherfucker?
have a
I don't know.
We have a stick.
We'll worry about
Okay,
that
fine.
later.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
Fine.
giant snake.
Yeah, you have
For the record.
a lot of problems at the moment.
Does this count as a dragon or not?
Yes, I'll say yes because I'm using a dragon stats, though it's not a sentient.
What the fuck
like
are you doing using a
thing.
dragon stats?
Because because I kid you not, this book does not have water creatures.
Oh.
Because it knows better, Squee.
Alright.
I'm gonna raise my bow, knock an arrow, aim for its head, and declare that it will die this day.
Okay.
So, I have a 12 crit range plus 0. That's
Wow. You wasted
Yay!
your 12 crit range.
I have to choose whether or not I want to truck this hard or leave it.
If you want to
I'll
watch.
just leave it. I'll keep it as a double crit, not a triple crit.
Oh, okay.
So that is 76
All right.
to the head.
You hit it right in the eye.
Woo!
I'm surprised you didn't want to triple that.
Yeah.
I
Roll.
can only use it once per day,
Oh.
so I kind of want to save it.
You hit it right in the eye and it screams in frustration.
Awesome.
Get River Snake.
It's my turn.
All right. It's now the water snake's turn. What is it going to do? What is it going to do? What is it going to do? Okay, it is going to actually chomp down on your raft.
Yeah.
No!
It gets
You-
2 attacks.
What?
Yep.
What's their raft AC? Is it really?
Actually,
Am I right?
actually,
Good
I'm
fucking
going.
raft.
I'm going to let you guys know your raft AC is the sum total of all of your skill checks.
Oh shit!
That's its AC?
No, not its AC. I'm
It's
sorry. I'm sorry.
health.
That's its health, not its AC.
Oh.
No, it's not its AC.
It's a good
It
fucking
has-
raft.
Can I roll for its AC?
No.
I reinforce
wait,
this
Can
with
I
pure
roll for its
steel.
AC? Alright, we're getting goofy. I
It's
don't
a
care.
raft. It's not hard to hit.
Let's see if you roll a
Okay.
1 or not. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Okay, so it's +9 because it could still miss somehow. All right, so 2 attacks. That
You could rock
is
that. Shit.
why didn't that? Hang on. That is a hit. That is a hit, and that is a hit. So that is 50 points of damage to the raft.
Oh God!
Get off my raft.
Get off my raft.
So he basically chomps down the raft and shakes it around a little bit, and now it's Finn's turn.
All right. Its head's down.
Yes, it's biting into the raft.
All right. It's Shadow of the Colossus time. Pulling out my daggers, running up, jumping onto the thing,
All right.
climbing
Sweet.
up, and then going to stab it right on the top of its head.
All right, I'm going to ask for a balance check. It's not going to be too hard, but I'm going to ask for a balance check because it is a slippery water monster.
You got it. You got it. There you go.
Yeah, okay. You dance up it like you're running on the ground.
All right.
Jeez.
It's go time.
All right.
Bitches. All right.
That is a hit. Hang on. Let me check things out. It's definitely a hit. You get to... you could use your feet to double attack, but that wasn't an even. But since it is your first attack, you get to add...
I was about to say it's
2d6
the
to it, yeah.
2d6.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 1 second. Bring that back down. All right. 8.
All right. So that is going to be a solid 30.
30 points of damage to its head.
Yay. Woo. All right. It is staggered.
Oh my god, that's awesome. I love it when these things are staggered.
All right. Are you done? Are you using feet? What are you doing?
Oh, BJ will, I don't know, start rolling around on the raft. Because it can't.
BJ!
All right. This is again a gentle or friendly reminder. You're being able to attack twice, even if you rolled an odd, is per battle, not per day or anything. So
I know.
okay. I'm just letting you know. All right. Then it is Pearson's turn.
Wonderful. Gonna move to the top of the raft where this thing is chomping.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness Finian is engaging with it, because now I'm engaging with it.
Mm-hmm.
And a quick action, gonna take out the axe, and we're gonna try the old V-chop technique. All right, we're gonna do it. All right, so I'm gonna roll a hit.
It does D6s, by the way.
Okay, cool. D6s. So 1d20 plus
Actually-
my regular to hit.
Actually,
plus
it doesn't
2
do
'cause it's staggered.
D6s. It does whatever Pearson does with a melee weapon.
Sweet, my standard attack. Love it. Love it.
Oh,
So
shit. Okay.
yeah, so 1d8 plus my regular to hit plus 2 because it's staggered.
Well, hang on. Let me be sure while you roll that. Pearson, Keen,
Info
what
now?
kind of what is the axe? Is this small weapon, medium?
It's a small. It's a medium one-handed hand axe.
Medium, one-handed. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
a medium.
Yeah.
So it's a
medium.
lighter, simple weapon. It deals 1d6 damage.
Okay,
which
yep,
would be like
then yeah.
46.
Thank you. Then it will be
Yeah.
D6s.
Okay,
So-
that's fine.
It's a
for,
hand
the,
axe.
for the sake of being able to do this, I don't care. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm not considered. I don't have any other advantage on it. Yeah, let's just do it. Sweet.
That is a
oh
hit.
man, if I rolled one more higher, I would have criticaled it because if
Mhm.
he staggered, murderous trait. Okay. Anyways, but I hit him real hard. So for 46, 6 plus 2d8 plus my strength.
Mm-hmm.
Stabby, stabby, 30 damage.
Wow. Looks like the V chop works really well.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. I'm learning so much. I chopped down a tree. I built a raft. I'm V-necking this thing's neck. I'm done. That's my turn.
Cool.
Cool.
He's going to take his movement to Meyer to pick up the stick and lay it on the raft. Because he's still rolling things. He's going to take his other miner to actually hold out his hand and see what he gets from his little gauntlets.
All right.
boy.
Got a 17.
Wow. Okay, have you rolled a 17 before?
I don't think
no, you
so.
have not. Okay. Let me see here. I know what an 18 is, and I know what a 16 is. So let me find something that's decent.
Something's in between an 18 and a 16. It's another water snake.
All right, Cole,
Mhm.
in your hands appears a solid metal javelin with the head on fire.
On flame.
On flame! So
On
basically,
flame.
it's bigger than your normal javelins. It's made out of solid metal. It's hefty, but not beyond your strength. And like I said, the head, the arrow tip of it, I guess is what you would say, burns a bright blue light.
Ooh.
Out
Why
of
not?
character, basically it's normal to hit, but it does heavy weapon, so D10s plus 2d6 fire damage.
Neat.
Okay. He's going to see what it does. And throws his newfound javelin at it.
That's a hit.
And roll 2d6.
Okay, so
Alright,
that's 30
damage.
points. You guys are just loving the 30s today.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
going to use my encounter ability to throw another javelin.
All right.
Probably a miss.
That is a miss.
4 damage.
All right. Okay. Escalation is definitely a 1.
I hope so.
Jarek,
Carry me away on your magical current, GM.
glug glug. Not much of a current. You're just kind of sinking down.
Oh, jeez.
Fantastic. Well, as I'm sinking, this will make it so that the enemy is even more hurt about this. 18 versus magic defense.
He's just but that's lightning.
Exactly.
That hits. Oh, but that's lightning. I don't know.
So the book doesn't care or make any sort of distinction about that unless you're going to ad lib one.
I'm definitely gonna ad lib when you're firing lightning underwater.
Yes,
Whoa,
it's a
whoa, hold up.
magically channeled effect which creates magical lightning, and this world's properties do not subscribe to our own.
Okay, that's a fair enough point. I will say this though. It
in my
It,
direction.
it feels like your whole body kind of goes numb. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't stop you from doing anything, but it feels like you just your whole body went to sleep almost. You know how like you sit on your leg and it goes to sleep? It feels like that.
Give it
Sure.
tingles.
But you did 24 points of lightning damage to it.
Don't suppose it's at 15 or less, is it?
Give me a second. Yeah, it is.
Then everyone's gonna see bubbles below the air as Jarek like kneel.
How can it heal? It doesn't have knees.
I'm gonna be taking
You're
those hit
breaking
points.
fucking physics.
So I guess there goes my temporary hit points, right? And the zombie
Yep.
form?
Oh, the zombie form's gone now.
So what happens is when it kneels, it basically immediately starts to sink below the water. It, however, does not let go of the raft it's bitten, and that piece of the raft starts to sink with it. The rest of the raft, having been completely severed, now just has a giant mawy hole in it. Finn, I would suggest
Jump in.
jumping.
Jumping.
Jump.
Yes.
I might catch you.
I'm not going to make you... Well, you know what? Yeah, roll for it. You might get a critical one.
I might catch her.
You're gonna catch me. You're gonna be a goddamn hero.
I'll be a hero. If
You're
you roll
gonna catch me.
You did it. You're
Oh,
fine.
Yeah.
Good.
You don't need no.
And,
you don't need no catching.
The sea snake starts to sink below the surface, much
As
like
does Jarek.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck are we
How
gonna
deep-
do?
How deep is this thing, Squee?
You're in the middle. You're not in the middle of the lake, so you're in the
Okay.
middle of the mouth of the riverbed. I'm just gonna roll a simple 1d100. It is 48 feet deep.
In that case, Jarek is more than content to just like go down all those feet and just like stare up at the raft and the sun and everything. Go,